there's a slight bit you may catch on to if this is our winners finals match, and I think you'll catch on pretty quick. But yeah, we've got two players. Neither of them have lost a round in the entire tournament of all the players that we've seen. That's the main thing, because then when we get to like stackies in a couple months from now, then it's like, why do half of these clips have seen? Although I will say, I'm sure CM Dingo has plenty of clips, by the way, do rep.
So true.
Yep.
Oh, we're seeing this LSD come up from Yao. Oh, into a 7-2 stack now.
Quite a nice adaptation to it as well.
One break surge early. Yao
has that break response. Not a necessity, but that was genuinely like the perfect time to break surge, despite that it was like the only time that Yao could have break surge at a relatively good window, because there was a misdrop that needed to get fixed up.
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about timing so far. Of all the players who are capable of timing, Yao definitely one of the best.
And
both sides. Pretty even. Yao breaks first, 29 to 34. Oh, Gohan with that C-spin setup.
Yeah, and one thing there as well, despite that Gohan was the first player to send Surge, there was a very strong follow-up as well that also came in behind it. However, right now, the Surge that Diao had to let loose was not able to have a follow-up to it. And so Gohan gonna have a lot of extra oomph behind that punch. And we are 1-1 tied up.
So quick from Gohan, setting up that 5-4 stack. But Yao, matching the pace. Gohan sends Surge first.
Oh!
Yao sends a response. And
not really able to get too much of a follow-up. I mean, had something behind it, but not enough to really put either player into disadvantage.
Yeah, for sure. Both of these players capable of matching each other's speed. It just kind of comes down to who's going to make that mistake first, who's going to recognize the risk necessary to take a round. And so far, Gohan doing an incredible job of just keeping up so far.
Well, I'd say, keeping up, having a one-game lead, yeah, this is pretty good, I'd say. And both players immediately deciding to try and go full speed in the next round, 5 pieces per second from both out of the opener.
Ooh, Yao getting caught off guard once again. Gohan just doing an incredible job timing so far. Yao keeps greening for a couple of setups, which against normal other players might be fast enough to get away with, but Gohan, of course, an absolute speed demon in his own right.
Yep, and Gohan didn't even really need that much of a surge in order to force Diao back on the defensive, just prevented from building up any more on that existing surge that was taking place. It's also one of the most difficult things because a lot of the times those attacks are already sent when the player is on the back foot, and you need to just have something strong enough to deliver enough damage that that player on the advantage side is going to oh, hold on a second, I'm not going to be able to survive this. Oh, my clutch clear.
Okay. Incredible job, incredible survival there from Gohan, able to not only stay alive, but continue sending pressure to break Yao's sequence there. And that spike going to catch Yao off guard once again. Yao just into the perfect there as well. Yao just doesn't have the board states necessary to keep surviving these. Not even sending the pressure, but sending it correctly.
Wow, and that's enough. Again, Diao able to survive, but it is very difficult to just send a spike of such a caliber that Diao completely has to just reshape what he was thinking about. But Gohan is so well poised to just send an incredible amount of lines so quickly that, again, Diao kind of the best in the business of just controlling the pace of the game regardless of speed, really having a hard time with this.
Yeah, for sure. We so rarely see Diao being placed on the back foot, but Gohan just doing such an incredible job of keeping this pressure constant. And once again, just Diao.
Little bit of a surge standoff.
Surge breaks
Gohan
38.
first to break.
Diao breaks afterwards, barely able to stay alive. The garbage not too comforting. Able to find the skims to get down, and now Gohan with a bit of cheese to work through, but Diao really so hard on that left side, forced to break out of the setup. Skims barely enough, gets the eyepiece.
23 spike, despite that we can barely see Diao's board.
Oh my, how was he? Okay. Still not out of the woods just yet. Gohan finally breaks Surge, and Diao looks to be fine.
Yeah, Diao's in a pretty decent advantage. However, Gohan able to build up enough surge that there's not too much comfortability. Oh, and beautiful timing there from Diao. Is it able to come
Diao there? Oh, pressure continues from Gohan. Diao finds the T-spin single into an IE. Gets another T-spin, but misrotates the L piece.
And Gohan is on an app.
Yeah, Gohan's pulling away with it, so Diao, again, a player we're so used to seeing have these defensive fundamentals, but just Gohan able to find the spikes necessary in order to take rounds.
Oh, and I don't know if Diao really wanted to let that rip on the left side. Unfortunately, Austin just was not able to kind of force that there from Gohan, and Gohan just doing what Gohan does best, just continuing to pull on that tug of rope, get as much damage out as possible, as quickly as possible, accept the consequences later, if they arrive at all.
Enough misdrops here from Gohan, looking for the solve. Doesn't get the pieces for it, and Diao able to take one back.
But again, I mean, Gohan right now was already halfway on to book in that spot in the grand finals. 6 wins already. And there we go, a little bit of the mech heart pattern. 1 attack per piece while staying on offense. Doesn't even need to use the incoming garbage very much.
Gohan setting so much pressure so efficiently. Diao just never seems quite prepared for it.
A couple early misdrops there from Gohan. Again, one of the strengths of having so much. Okay, maybe not in that round. So Diao again able to grab yet another after some of those unfortunate misdrops for Gohan. But one of the strengths as well that I think just really puts Gohan above many other players in the scene is not only the fact that, again, yes, Gohan's going fast, playing incredibly efficient. But a lot of times when you're playing with advantage, you have the surge lead. A lot of players will slowly go up the board as their opponent sends them things, and then a lot of times you'll just see players rely on using surge as the full win condition. But in this case, you can see Gohan takes is so much more durable compared to other players that Diao had to send Surge just to force Gohan to break itself. And not to mention, there was plenty more ready for a counterattack to that if anything came back to Gohan's board.
Yeah, and we just saw there, absolutely no room for failure here for Diao. Gohan just so consistent, so clean at sending that pressure, not only at staying alive, or not only while staying alive, that just any mistake, any misdrop could be the end.
Diao going for the LST blitz.
Gohan has the down stack, misdrops the LPs though, going to slow him down. And the solve not available. Again, Diao pulling one back, but this lead at 5 whole points now. Gohan is only 2 away from moving on to Grands.
I will say, Diao playing with the potential, LST blitz is definitely a bit of a risky play, given that it often means kind of turning on the speed and figuring things out later, which, again, a single misdrop could be the difference. But right now, Diao has kind of locked in. Oh my goodness.
Patented Diao stack we saw there. 36 spike. Gohan barely able to stay alive. Finds the skims and finds the cancel. 23 at the bottom of the board. Now has this clean from Diao. Unfortunately, it is 8-1. Still able to find a 29
I don't know
spike.
how. What? Both players are well above 1 attack per piece.
Diao having a couple of misshots. Finding an incredible combo there to continue with the efficiency. Gohan sending cheese on more cheese.
Oh, and it's still just immediately eaten, cleaned up. Diao's board looking fantastic. Nearly 600 versus just resting.
It's 6-9. Diao having another misshot early on, able to find efficiency regardless. Oh, really nice Z-spin that can maintain back-to-back. And that's enough to kill with the additional spike there.
Wow.
Diao, from being down
is
5 points, has narrowed this gap quite a lot.
It usually takes quite a bit of a risk to just send Surge like that Diao did in order to grab that round, but it also meant that Diao just takes a win out from Gohan within a matter of seconds. Beautiful use of the ice spin to keep this back-to-back. Both players frantically trying to outrace each other, get as many Minos on the board as possible. Gohan very tight with these down
incredible
stacks.
combination there. But the surge advantage is for Diao now. Gohan needs to clean up this board, find a way to start to mitigate it, and actually that's going to be just enough. Diao continuing to try to surge farm here. Just trying to build up anything in response. Both players break.
Oh, little mini surge. The mech heart pattern proving quite useful for Gohan.
Diao after surge deficit. Has a clean.
STSD on the side. It's going to be a surge break. Absolutely. 36 spike.
Diao. Diao. Excuse me.
And Diao is out.
Gohan, misdrops as well.
Yeah, would have needed the, I think that would have been the J instead of the L Mino, unfortunately. And Diao now brings the set within 1. Oh, that's a lot of all spins that are carry.
Yeah, just no room for tolerance. Gohan definitely taking a sigh of relief. That's potentially stopping Diao's rally here.
And here we go, 6 pieces per second LST.
Yeah. Ooh,
We only hear it in Legends and Fables, but we're getting to see it as Gohan right now on the verge of making it into winners finals, or excuse me, grand finals from winner's side.
Oh, the misshot from Diao! Is this it? Gohan! With that, Gohan seizing the moment, capitalizing on Diao's just minimal mistakes to take this set.
And look at the stat line as well. 250 APM from Gohan in order to finally just break something in Diao's consistent reign of tournament play. And just, my goodness, incredibly tense back and forth.